Hey, good afternoon folks, Steve Cat5JUF. So I wanted to follow up. I did a video yesterday and I had a lot of problems with offline error messages, and there were some things I think I was doing wrong in the video and I just didn't realize it, and I kind of wanted to share with everyone my embarrassment. But anyway, I had a subscriber write back and gave me some good advice. So it looks like what you have to do is you have to disconnect from a room sometimes when you're doing searching and so forth. So I'll kind of go through that. But it was good information from one of the subscribers. Really helped me out. So got me a little bit more comfortable with WiresX. So it's all a learning curve. So it's all fun. So what we'll do first, I'm going to go ahead and go into the WiresX node here, W5SLG here in Abilene, and he's probably going to have it already connected to a room. And he does. It's Texas Nexus. That's actually where I left it last. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go in and we're going to save some favorites. Now what we'll do is right now when I click favorites, nothing happens because there's nothing populated. But what I'm going to do is we're going to add 3 favorites, and the rooms we're going to add are the Virginia room 21625. The K5RWK room 40372, and the 21636 Texas Nexus. So what that means is in the future when I go into this node, or if I get a hotspot at some point, these favorites will be available for quick access, so I don't have to go in and remember the codes and everything. So what we'll do first, we're going to go ahead and disconnect, and then we're going to change rooms or look for rooms. The first way is the search and direct. And I'm going to use the ID, which is the DTMF, and when I touch the ID here, the DTMF screen will come up. The first room is going to be room 21625, and I'm going to press enter, and that should take us to the Virginia room, and we'll save that as a favorites. So to save it, what you'll want to do next is you'll want to press right here on this little bar, and it's going to give you the option to add to favorites. Now we have that in there. The next one we're going to add is going to be the K5RWK room. We'll go here again. We'll search a different way. We'll actually search by the name. K5, instead of the DTMF, we're going to type the name RWK. Now when you see this, it's going to come up. There's the room right there. We're going to hit select. And now we're connected. Now again, I'm going to save this, so I'm going to press my finger right here and hit OK. Now that's the second one. Now the last one is Texas Nexus, so we'll go back to search and direct, and I'm going to we'll search by DTMF code just for fun. That's going to be 21636. Enter. This will come up as Texas Nexus. Again, we're going to press and hold right here and add to favorites. So now when we go to favorites, now we have 3 different rooms we can choose from. So that's pretty cool. So let's say for example, if you want to remove one from your favorites, we'll just remove Virginia real quick, and then we'll go through. So what you would do to remove one, with it being connected, it's important it has to be connected. Touch and hold the favorites for over a second. Right, now this will pop up. We're going to go ahead and select in Texas Nexus, and then we're going to touch select, and it'll give us the option to remove it. So if you want to remove one, you can. We'll go back and add it. So now what we'll do here is we'll add it. To add it, we just simply touch it again, and now it's back in our favorites. So there we go. Now when you access your node, if you don't have to go to the website and try to remember all these different rooms and so forth. So I thought that was a pretty cool feature. Again, we'll disconnect, and whenever it's disconnected, this will be gray. And I think at this point, this is when you can come in and you can search. You can move around a lot easier. I know I had problems yesterday when I had the room connected. I kept getting offline messages and things, and I think the key is you're in the node. Let's see what happened. May have lost it there. You're in the node, but you're not connected to a room, and there we go. Now we have all the rooms available to us again. So that was something that was kind of a good learning thing for me is whenever you're navigating rooms and so forth, again we go back to favorites and we can pick the room we want to be in, which is Virginia, and there we go. So that's pretty cool. So the other thing I wanted to show you, there are two settings on the menu setup that allow you to actually go in and set a frequency, and what this will do is, if you're in C4FM, if regardless the frequency you're on, if you press the wires X button, it will go to a specific node frequency. So I'll show you how that works. We're going to go ahead and back off of this node here. We're clear of it. And what I'm going to do is we're going to press menu, and I'm going to show you the first setup is setting number 150. Now right now this is manual, so what that means is if you press the wires X button and you're in C4FM mode, whatever frequency you're on, you're going to send a signal. But what this will do is this will allow us to enter a preset frequency, and I'm going to enter the frequency for W5SLG's node. And what we'll do first is I'm going to change this to preset. Then I'm going to scroll down once, see the box, the next box below turn blue. Now I'm going to enter the frequency of 147.506.25. Whoops. 147.506. Let me back out of here for a second. Okay, now 147.506.25. Alright, so see what we just did? Now we just entered the frequency of 147.506.25, which is also the frequency I have in memory location 10. Now, what that's going to do is, let's see, we are done. Okay, now we're good. So now what we'll do is with those two settings, now 150 set to preset and 151 set to the frequency, watch what happens now. If I go to, let's go to my simplex channel, which is 145.562. This is C4M, but watch what happens. With the settings I just changed, now when I press that wires X button, the frequency is automatically going to change to 147.506.25. See how I did that? And now we're into the mode, and I'm going to go ahead and cancel back out, and when I do that, it reverts the channel back to the simplex talk frequency that I have. So that's pretty cool. So say if you're having a QSO and stuff, and you have your hotspot set up on a certain frequency, you can simply just click this button here and see right there, it's the preset frequency. See the P flashing? Now we're back in the node, and now we can go ahead and steer. We can go to our favorites. We can disconnect from that room. We'll go to our favorites, and we'll go to the Virginia room. We'll click select, and we'll make a call real quick and see if anybody can hear us. This is Kilo India 5 Juliet Uniform Foxtrot doing a YouTube video test. Kilo India 5 Juliet Uniform Foxtrot testing. We'll see if anybody did. This guy's got a really good YouTube video. I'll post a link on it. He did a great video on wires X, and can't think of the guy's name right now, but he's really a good guy. Nobody's. See if we can get a hold of anybody. No one's there. Let's disconnect from that room and let's go to Texas Nexus real quick and see. Favorites. Texas Nexus. See how that favorites works? So now you can actually get all your stuff right there close by. This is KI5JUF testing, running a YouTube video test, KI5JUF Texas Nexus. See if we can access it here. Nobody's on right now. Nobody's on. No, that's okay. Alright, what we'll do is
KI5JUF, K5IMO.
K5IMO. Hey, good afternoon, K5IMO. This is KI5JUF. I'm just running a YouTube video practicing accessing a local node here in Abilene, and I just wanted to make sure I had my settings correct. Yeah, this is good. This is good.
Well, you see, these coming through quite well, good and clear. Not a problem. K5IMO.
Copy that. Sounds good. K5IMO from KI5JUF. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate the comeback. 73, and we'll look forward to talking to you again. Thank you. All right, that was great. That was great. So we got everything working. We got a good contact. This is good. This is the fun of these WiresX systems. You can go in and do stuff. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and disconnect, and we're clear of the room. Now we're going to hit back. Now we're off the node. So now we've basically cleared the node, and the node will go back and revert back to whichever room it's programmed for. And anyway, that's the video. So I hope this helps. Some of my videos probably have not been too good or too productive, but you know what? We're learning. I'm learning a lot, and everything I'm learning, I'm trying to put it in a video to share with everybody. So again, 73 from Steve KI5JUF. Thanks again for watching. We'll keep up the fun, and I appreciate you. Thanks again.